So it's a month before October, I'm back at it again. There's a lot of reports of new Goosebumps shirts out in the wild, and I've decided I'm going to go hunting. The first stop was at Five and Below. I actually grabbed the Pennywise shirt you see to the left, and that Goosebumps shirt to the right. The Goosebumps shirt's a shirt called Frankenslappy. I'm not really sure the context on that. But a Goosebumps shirt is a Goosebumps shirt, and I don't actually have any white ones, so this was a nice addition. I like the color of purple and white mixing together. Next to the Five and Below was a Marshalls. I happened to be inside looking through shirts, and I came across the Night of Living Dummy 3 shirt. I was shocked. I grabbed it. I was like, yep, it's mine. I also found a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt there. However, it fit kind of funny, so I didn't bring it with me. But it was a really neat shirt. Across the street from that plaza is a Goodwill. I happened to stop inside, and they had a lot of old video games. I came across Batman Arkham Asylum for the PS3, but the disc was scratched up. Shocking because it's a Blu-ray, and I didn't take it. That ended the evening's first night of hunting, and I decided to stop by Dairy Queen with my wife for a fall treat. She got the pumpkin pie blizzard, and I got the snickerdoodle cookie dough blizzard. God, that's a mouthful. I highly recommend both of these if you're a fan of fall. Personally, I enjoyed the snickerdoodle one a little more than the pumpkin pie, but that's just me. Oh, and for those of you who are curious, that's my Psyduck. His name is Grapes. If you're not sure about him, check out my TikTok. Alright, now that dessert's over, let's take a closer look at these shirts we picked up today. This is the Frankenslappy one, and it's got him walking out of a graveyard. It's interesting. I haven't read every single book that has Slappy in it, but I don't recall him being turned into a Frankenstein or rising from the dead. So, either way, it's interesting. It's got the classic logo, and it has an official Goosebumps tag, which is weird because the other shirt doesn't. Next up is this lavender Pennywise shirt. It caught my eye from the color, and I really like the comic book style cover. I've been working on building up my horror icon collection of t-shirts, and this is a nice addition to it. I figured since I'm limited on space for collecting items for my collection, I can work on upgrading my wardrobe, and that won't hurt me space-wise too much. And here's the Night of Living Dummy 3 shirt. I like that the Goosebumps logo is in pink. We don't see that too often, it's usually green, so this was a nice pickup. And now we're on to day 2 of the weekend for hunting. I'm looking for these slime cups that were dropped by Starbucks. The cup gave me Goosebumps vibes, and I would have loved to add it to my collection. Unfortunately, resellers are dicks, and that was hard to find. I went to probably 7 Targets, and I'll just kind of let you watch the footage and see my disappointment unfold. I think after like the 4th or 5th Target, I gave up filming it, and I figured if I did find one, I would just kind of film me picking it up, but each and every one was probably a good 15 to 20 minutes away from each other, so after about 2.5 towns of searching through Targets, I was like, well, fuck me, I'm just not going to get this cup. But you look online, these assholes are selling it for like 50 to 70, which, honestly, it's the first Starbucks cup I ever wanted, and at this point, I don't think I'll ever go after another one again, because 1, they're overpriced, they're just plastic. And 2, this brand knows they have an issue with people scalping their products, and they don't do anything about it. Can't limit items 1 per customer, then fuck them. After searching high and low, I did find this cup, which gave me Goosebumps vibes from the colors and the neon, but I refused to buy it because it's not the slime cup.
Little peepee, big noise.
After checking the Starbucks at the mall, I ended up going to the Books A Million inside the mall, and I came across Slime Doesn't Pay. It was hardcover and it wasn't signed, so I left it. But I did find Stein Tinglers too, and it was autographed. Cue up that overplayed meme from TikTok. You're coming with me. It's nice to see this out early, but I think I'll just wait for the autographed copy to drop at Barnes & Noble's in like a week. From there, I hit a Burlington Coat Factory, and I started looking for more shirts. Found a lot of really cool horse stuff, but not a lot of stuff I actually ended up picking up. There was also some anime. Here's kind of what I found. I ended up picking a few things and trying a few of them on. Most of them neither didn't fit right or just kind of felt weird, so I didn't take anything. I also only try to keep 1 slasher of each shirt in my closet, so I'm not overhyping a certain killer. These are my book pickups of that day. I got the Dragon Ball manga from Target, but everything else came from Books A Million. Oh, and I finally spotted a Mountain Dew Voodoo while I was out and about. I stopped by my favorite Goodwill bookstore out of town, and look at that, I came across a copy of Stein Tinglers #1. Wish I hadn't already bought it. Went to Marshall's, found this Japanese Michael Myers shirt. Already have it, or I would have bought it. Then I found this Let's Watch Scary Movies shirt. Found this Horrorland shirt at Ross, Marshall's, and TJ Maxx. Found this badass Goosebumps shirt. Checked my local Barnes & Nobles. I was hoping for Slime Doesn't Pay signed. I did find a copy of House of Shivers. I left it though. Oh, and then a 10-foot skeleton at Goodwill with a bullshit price. Alright, so I did a lot of running around. I hit a lot of stores this weekend. Part of the whole thrifting game. Most of this stuff is not secondhand or thrifted, but I'm going to talk about everything I picked up this weekend and just kind of go over it. There's my cat. Hey, chunky monkey. Boop. Anyway, so I picked this up from Barnes & Noble's. I was buying them from Target because they're cheaper, but I could not find 5 to save my life, so now that I'm kind of back to a place where I can buy manga, I'm picking back up where I left off with Chainsaw Man. I also picked Dragon Ball Super 18 up, and then I happened to come across 19 at a different Target, so I picked both of those up because I did go to a couple Targets this weekend. I was looking for that green Starbucks cup, which doesn't exist apparently because of resellers, which, by the way, if you are a reseller and you're watching this and you made it so I couldn't get a Goosebumps cup, I honestly hope all of life's minor inconveniences happen to you. I hope your toenails become brittle. I hope you drop your debit card every single time you're using it. Honestly, I hope that somebody steals your identity and opens up a checking account under a false name and buys a boat. Fucking resellers. Anyway, I happened to go to a Books A Million and I came across this. I actually wasn't even looking for this. I was looking for Slime Doesn't Pay, which isn't even out yet. But I actually did find a copy, but I want the signed copy, so I didn't buy it. But I did pick up this copy of Stein Tinglers 2, and like the title says, it is a signed copy. What's even crazier is I came across a second copy of Stein Tinglers today in the wild at a Goodwill bookstore, but I left it for somebody else because I already have it, and I'm trying not to flip books as often just because I don't have the space for it in my one-bedroom apartment. In that same bookstore, I found the Stein Tinglers. I also came across these 3 Slappy Worlds books I didn't have. So I got Judy and the Beast, 5th Grade Zombies, and Monster Blood for Breakfast. And all of them were pretty cheap. I think I paid $1.99 a pop. So that's pretty much it for the haul. I picked up some shirts as well, which I talked about earlier. But yeah. And after looking at all those shirts and trying a few on, this is what I brought home. I grabbed the Let's Watch Scary Movies shirt. I grabbed that really neat Goosebumps shirt. Who wouldn't? I wanted to get the Horrorland shirt too, but it fit funny, and honestly, I don't want it to like shrink after one wash. Oh, and apparently you could find these at Marshall's on clearance. Okay, small update. Before I actually finished editing this video and posting it, my best friend actually came across this shirt at the Marshalls near him. But take a look here. It's an official Goosebumps 2000 shirt, the haunted car. And it was clearance, which means it's been sitting there a while, so what? Definitely, if you're looking for some Bumps merch or just some kind of horror merch in general, to spice up your attire, get over to Ross, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx ASAP. Alright, gotta give credit where credit's due. Once again, I saw that Goosebumps Completionist had tagged that there were more shirts at Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. And, well, I happened to find this one at TJ Maxx. I actually like this one a lot better than the Target variant of this, just because I guess you can send me my tie-dye phase. I also found the Horrorland shirts, but unfortunately they just fit weird, and I'm not going to buy a shirt if it doesn't fit me right. So here's my last pickup for the week, I think. I don't think I'm going to go shirt hunting again for a while. I got a full closet again.